A loop is the action of doing something over and over again. Let's look at this puzzle as an example. In this puzzle, the squirrel needs to walk to the left 4 steps. So I'm going to grab 4 of these west pointing arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is doing the same thing over and over again. He does it 4 times. Then he needs to go up 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I run that, I see that he's repeating the same action, going to the west 4 times, and then going north 4 times.
Loops let you repeat action. Sometimes you'll want to tell a program to do something many times, even 100 or 1,000 times. But instead of writing out the code all those times, you can use a loop. When you're coding and you want an action to repeat, no matter how many times, a loop's what you need. Loops let you repeat code. Now take a look at a real life loop when I loop this code. When you're coding and you want an action to repeat, no matter how many times, a loop's what you need. Loops let you repeat code. Now take a look at a real life loop when I loop this code. Yo, this life of a programmer is pretty sweet, cause when I have some code that I need to repeat, instead of writing it over and over, here's the scoop. All I've gotta do is set up a loop. Now, a for loop is one kind. It's how you repeat code a specific number of times. I have this robot and a lot of friends to feed, so I'll program it to maybe 100 burritos. To make one, I write code telling the robot to heat the tortilla, then add the beans, the rice, and the cheese. Then fold it and wrap it, but I want more. And writing that same code 100 times would be a bore. Or, all I've gotta do is write it once and program the robot that is making my lunch to run that code 100 times. That's a for loop. Now it's time for you to pass the line. Gimme. I press start and the loop begins. It makes 199 more times, and then it ends. And it's called an iteration. Each time the code repeats. Now let's eat burritos till we go to sleep. When you're coding and you want an action to repeat, no matter how many times, a loop's what you need. Loops let you repeat code. Now take a look at a real life loop when I loop this code. When you're coding and you want an action to repeat, no matter how many times, a loop's what you need. Loops let you repeat code. Now take a look at a real life loop when I loop this up.
Looking back at our same puzzle, I can see that I went west 4 times and north 4 times. Instead of doing 4 arrows, I could use a loop. A loop is a repeat block. And in the repeat block, I can tell it how many times I want to do something. In this case, I want to go west 4 times, so I'll change that to 4. And then I want to go north 4 times, so I'll change that to 4. Add my north block. I don't need these anymore. And now my squirrel will do the exact same action. He'll go west 4 times and north 4 times. This code is much easier because there's fewer blocks. My computer won't get confused about how many times to go west or how many times to go north. In Scratch, loops are found in the control group. There's 2 repeat blocks that I could use. One lets me repeat a certain number of times. The other is the forever block. If I use the forever block, then it repeats whatever action I put in here forever and ever and never stops. Let's look at this Scratch game to see how we could use a forever loop. In this project, I have a little game where this little fish, shark, is chomping, and I use the arrow keys to maneuver to the puffer fish to eat them. If I look at my code, here is my forever block. And inside the forever block is a next costume block. This is the animation for making my shark look like it's moving its mouth. It keeps switching the costume from a closed mouth to an open mouth, and it looks like it's chomping. The other forever block is constantly looking to see if I've pushed the right arrow key or the left arrow key. If I've pushed the right arrow key, then the shark moves to the right. If I push the left arrow key, the shark moves to the left. So I'm able to control my shark's movement using that forever block. In this example, you can see that in this project I'm using the repeat block, and I have it set to repeat 50 times. Again, this is an animation where there is a next costume and a move block. If I run this, I see that my unicorn runs across the screen like it's animated. The moving of the legs and the moving across the screen are controlled with this repeat block that it does 50 times.